Hi, my name is Bill Gates. Last year, due to pandemic, all of the people were restricted to their homes. We had a huge break in our daily lives. So, what did you guys do during the break? Let me guess. Most of us were relaxing, chilling, and having ample of time trying out our favorite dish. But not me. I am smart. I thought about learning something which would benefit me in my future. That's when I decided that I would learn how to cook. This skill would help me when I would move out of my parents' house and start a journey on my own. Isn't that a great idea? Well, of course it is. So I started reading cooking books and have gone through various blogs and articles about how to cook stuff. And in the whole lockdown period, I got ample of knowledge about different cuisines, nutrition, diet, and how to cook food and other similar stuff there. And I was pretty much productive the whole time. And yesterday, when I was home alone, I thought of implementing my knowledge and started making a very famous Indian dish, the butter chicken. And guess what? This was the most delicious butter chicken ever made. False. I failed miserably. So, what exactly went wrong is that when I. Wait, you're giving out too much information. But aren't we supposed to do that? Well, technically, yes. But before that, click on the subscribe button and push that notification bar. The next time I'm going to post a video, you'll be the first one to watch it. If you have come to this part of the video, I would like to congratulate you because you want to learn something new. Most of the people don't. So people learn through different ways and every person has different style of learning. And when this learning is put into action, it's known as a skill. So now different skills require different amount of time to get completed. For example, if you want to learn about how to tie a tie, you know it's going to take somewhere between a couple of hours to a whole day in order to learn that. But whereas if you want to learn data science, you know you have to spend months or even a year getting command on that skill. In this video, I will show you different types of learning, the most effective one, the least effective one. And all of this has been agreed by scholars, professors, and learners across the globe. So before we move to that part, let me tell you about time framing.
Time frame.
Previously, I have said that different skills require different amount of time to learn, but that doesn't mean that there's an average time for any particular skill. The time required to learn anything depends upon the capacity, capability, and ability of an individual. And as we know, all these three are highly variable among individuals, so is time. So you are the one to determine how much time you require in order to learn anything new. This reminds me of time management.
How do I learn?
How do I learn? If you want to gain knowledge about something, you should understand the nature of involvement, the approach you're going to take in order to learn something. The first approach would be passive learning, which is a method of learning where learners receive information from an instructor. So the best example is a teacher instructing its students. And the second approach would be active learning, which is a method of learning that involves learners actively engaging and involving. Okay, the best example would be a science experiment doing in a class. Okay, so this is the cone of learning, which is demonstrated by Edgar Dale. And at the right hand side, you can see the nature of involvement, both the passive and the active one. So according to this cone, any average human being who learns anything new, after 2 weeks, they tend to remember 10% of what they read, 20% of what they hear, 30% of what they see, 50% of what they see and hear, 70% of what they say, and 90% of what they do. So let me clear here one thing, that all of this in the cone are different types of learnings. Okay, so it doesn't mean that if even if you choose only to read, you're going to learn, and if you intend to do the actual thing, you're still going to learn. So it depends upon you whether which type of learning you want to take front, depending upon the time you have. Okay, depending upon the skill, overall factors you can determine. So here only, like you can say, this shows the most effective way of learning and the least effective way of learning, but altogether it's completely that you're going to learn something. from these ways. So these are the fundamentals of learning. And once you're done with the fundamentals and you have learned something new, the next part is how do you master that?
How do you master your skill?
Practice makes a man perfect. So even after getting immense knowledge on cooking, I couldn't succeed at it. Yes, because I lacked practice. And because I lacked practice, I couldn't master that skill. So here I present you a simple formula through which you can master any skill. First, you have to learn what you want to learn, and then you got to practice it. You have to practice so much that you become perfect in it, and ultimately you become master at that skill. But remember, don't stop practicing. You have to be persistent at your practice. This persistency can be determined by three factors, which are your will, your interest, and your determination towards the skill or the work. So if you're willing, if you're interested, and if you're determined, then no one can stop you from becoming master at that skill. So that is it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, like the video, and yeah, do comment and tell us about any new ways or techniques you know through which we can learn new things. And most importantly, share this video. We might be perfect at learning anything new, but there are still people around us who are still struggling to find ways to learn something. So this might be helpful to them. Share this video as much as possible and let it reach the right audience. Okay, till then, thank you very much.